Um, Alright, we're back, and I'm gonna attempt to at least attempt to kill the rest of the bosses that we have left in this stream, hopefully. I found all of them. I might have to look up the spots again for some of them, but I have a general idea of where they're supposed to be now. And yeah, the plan is to to finish Dark Souls 1 Remastered this stream. It's really just going to depend on how easy or difficult the bosses will be, as it generally goes. So with that, we'll go back to this first one. Yeah, if this looks familiar, that's because it is. This is where we originally started at the beginning of the game. Here in the Undead Asylum, this is where we originally ran into the Asylum Demon. But apparently, if you return to here, you get to meet a new friend. Just casually gonna take half my health real quick from fall damage. Let's see. Yeah, I have no idea what attack it was attempting to do, so. Apparently all of those ones. As far as I'm aware, all of these demons that look like this are essentially the same and have the same weakness. So, yeah, brought in our good old trusty Ghost Blade to deal with this nonsense. Really not a difficult boss so far. We fought like 3 different versions of this guy so far, so nothing crazy. Bleed tends to do very good against him, so that's what I'm attempting to do anyways. Oh, I gotta get away from it. Okay, good. Yes. Oh, my camera, please. No. Okay, good. That should be far enough away. Oh, he's so weak. You gotta be close to bleeding. There's no way you're not close to bleeding. There it is. Alright, first boss down, baby. First try as well. I didn't try against this guy at all. That's 1 down. Titanite Slat of a humanity and a homeward bone. All good things. All good things. You got a ladder right there to get out of here. Alright, so that's the stray demon boss fight down. Always feels good when you just one take the boss, you know? Looks like this is our only way out. Now, one of the other things you get from coming back into this area is a peculiar doll, as they call it. And that actually allows you to get to yet another boss. So apparently they really want you to get back here, but the actual way that you get back here is like very convoluted, and if you didn't look it up, I'm not really sure how you would have found it in the first place. It feels like one of those things where somebody would have randomly found it, and then everybody else is like, oh yeah, this is how you get to it. Very much so feels like something like that. We just barely have enough for another level here. Gonna give me strength again? I mean, we don't really have that many bosses left is the thing, so I kind of need like whatever stats I can get out of this. Just help my poison resistance a lot, but don't know how many poison bosses I'm gonna be fighting. You know what? Just give me strength. Alright, that's one down. Trying to think of where everybody else is now. Because I killed the stray demon. I should have written this down. That would have made more sense. Ah, well. Yes, Dark Tomb. Here we go. This is an area in Anor Londor that I didn't go to, which I figured there was going to be something down here, but, you just take the rotating tower all the way down, and then in here, apparently you needed the, Dark Moon Seance Ring, I believe it was called, because there was this, statue here, and once you put it on, it disappeared. And right down here, you can join the Dark Moon Covenant by, chilling on this. And if you go through here, you fight an optional boss. So, well, you know what? Here we go.
What foolishness. Why would a blade of the Dark Moon trespasseth upon the Great Lord's tomb?
Ah, well, you know,
Mark the words
I
of
got
myself, Gwyndolin. Thou shalt not go unpunished.
Well, I'm a glutton for punishment, so please, if you will. Okay. I'm not sure. Okay. I don't know why life needs to be so difficult with the running. My dude, like, every once in a while is just not feeling it. I hate that idea. I hate that idea as well. Oh my, he's gonna run the entire time, is he? Is this just a straight up ranged fight? I can totally see that being the thing. Okay, there's like no point to me attempting to even roll to get out of that. Oh, that works so much better. Okay, well. One of these days, I'm gonna actually be able to fight this guy whenever he stops running away from me. No, you don't. Is that really all this is? It's just dodge, eventually get to the boss, do damage and whatnot. That's kind of disappointing, but alright. Yes, please, use your arrows. Those I can block completely. That does not concern me in the slightest. I got a hit on him. If it would actually allow me to run, I could get much more hits on him, but I don't know what it is in this game. It just, sometimes it really just refuses to allow me to run. I was waiting on him to attempt to do another move, so that way if he was in the middle of it, I could attack him while he was doing it. I figured it was that one. Whatever, I got a hit on him. I've just about figured out most of his patterns so far. He really doesn't have, like, that crazy of moves. Man, that gets old. Okay. Oh, well, that's just great. Oh, yeah, okay, that's... They're like, oh man, this guy's about to win. Well, time to kick him out of the boss fight. Oh my. Really? If it restarts me in there with one Estus, I'm just gonna like bonfire out or something. Really? Alright, reset me. That's really? But why though? Maybe it'll at least allow me to actually run now? That would be nice. Feel like he's doing too well. Kick him out. Kick him out. Yeah, well, you know what? Round two, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, we've seen that already. Wow, that did way too much damage. Okay. I got hit by one of those at that, too. Trying to back up to see. I don't know I need to figure out the exact range that I can go to get close to him without him teleporting to, like, maximize the damage. I rolled. Don't do that. Oh my, just let me run. What is the problem, game? Oh, it's so dumb. Anytime I get close to him, my dude is like, ooh, I ran too far this time, as if, like, I don't still have over half my stamina available to me. I'm about to start pulling out my crossbow and just start sniping this guy, because this is getting ridiculous. Still too close up, I guess. I'm really trying to figure out how close I can get to him, because whenever I'm forced to walk away, it's gonna cost me dearly, like it is right now. Sure. You know what? Okay, that's just... Please, can I ever get to this guy to do damage? I'm about to take out my Black Knight sword straight up just for the reach, because if I had to take 2 less steps to hit him, that could be like another hit of damage. Okay, I guess I'll just die then. Oh, it's not even a hard boss, which is like the worst part of that death. It's not even a hard boss. I just actually need to be able to run. I need to be able to run so that way I can actually get to him, so that way I can actually do it. But I keep like stutter stepping. My dude will, like, run, and then he'll, like, you're forced to, like, walk, and then he'll run again. Forgot to turn off notifications. I'll do that real quick. Okay, there we go. Alright, round 2 for real, I guess. There's gotta be a way to, like, trick him or something. A ranged fight would probably be fine. Like, if you're an archer, this might be, like, the one fight where you're actually, like, the best class at it. Since I gotta imagine with him using magic that, he probably has some resistances as such. Can I lock onto him? No, it's just gonna let me roll to the side, not even give me a chance to attack him. No, that's fine. I didn't want to actually attack the boss any time. At any point in time, no. Is this far enough for you to consider it? It is. He hit me once, and now he's gonna have time to teleport with me. Okay, so it's about 3 pillars from the looks of it before he'll actually consider teleporting away. Really, one of those clipped me. Oh, he's already getting ready to teleport away. He got good damage on that one. I'm not sure if this guy is actually a 2-stage boss or not. I would kind of hope so, because I'm not saying this boss fight's kind of lame, but, like, it's not really that difficult. Like, he does boss damage, but other than that, like, the most difficulty I'm having in this boss fight is actually getting my character just to run, which is ridiculous, but... Really? Like, he runs and then he's like, nah, I'm good, and then he attempts the run again. It just... We should get him this time, unless I just absolutely get dumpstered right here for some magic. I think we're probably fine. It's just... I should have even died on this fight, which is probably the thing that makes me the most salty about it. Because it's not even a hard fight, it's just me getting trolled by my running situation. Should just be running with my shield up at all times, that way even if that magic does clip me, I'll at least mitigate some of it. That's ridiculous. I needed to wait longer on the side before I went in for him. We need like 2 more like real attempts at hitting him. I rolled. Okay, this should be an attempt where I actually get some hits in. It would have been so good if I didn't get hit by that last barrage right there. That really good damage. That's a heal if I ever seen one. This should just be a kill. Like, if he's just gonna keep using arrows, like, this should just be free. I can sit right here. He's gonna attempt magic. Why would you jump? Why would you jump? Why would you jump? Why would you not just run for it? Okay, well, the game's trying to build in some suspense here. I don't know why he would jump into the magic rather than, I don't know, roll through it, perhaps? I hate everything. This boss is not even hard. And that's the worst part. It's not even hard. I just need my controller to actually work. I still haven't brought out the new controller. I really should do that, especially with these games. I should. This one I could use for my regular games or whatever. The ones that don't need as precise movement, you know, the ones that are actually responsive or whatnot. To be fair, the thing's like a year plus old or something like that now, so... Even older than that, maybe? How long has PS5 been out? Like... Hasn't been a year? It's gotta have been, right? Alright. That's 3, so he shouldn't teleport yet. Hey, put my shield up, just, you know, on the off chance that that somehow just has the best curving ever, which my magic never did when I played, but alright. Easy 500 damage. I don't know if he's bleed immune or not, but he certainly bleed resistant if 5 hits right there wasn't able to actually knock him down out of that. This should be him teleporting, which is fine, because he got plenty of damage. Not as much damage as the last attempt on him, but certainly good. Wow, it's like when the controller allows me to actually dodge, I don't take damage. That's crazy. I'm too close to him. He's gonna teleport. Stop! Oh my. He runs and then he stops and he's like, you sure about going in on this guy? Well, he's already thrown away all his attacks, and it's like, yes, I would very much so love to attack this guy. Well, he has no opportunity to attack back. Thank you. And you tried to look out for me, I guess, but it's actually just hurting me. Watch this attempt like we're not even gonna get hit. As soon as I have some form of control over my own character, all of a sudden, wow, it goes magically better. Who would have thought? Oh, you're so lucky. You're so lucky. Teleport off that.
Oh, heretic, swathed in dark, an eternal curse upon thee.
Stage 2 or something, hopefully? Nah, that's just it, huh? Okay. I mean, I'm not sure if you guys are seeing my HP bar, my Estus right there, but I mean, I guess if you want to count him hitting my shield, then I didn't flawless him, but I mean, really, we basically flawlessed him on that run, but alright. I don't remember if there was anything special back here. It looks like we got a few chests. I doubt they would be mimics after a boss fight, but may as well check them on the off chance. That looked to be the Firekeeper gear that we have at the Anor Lawn Door bonfire. Sunlight Blade Miracle, not bad. And what else? Nothing. Alright, cool. Alright, well that's 2 bosses down. Anything else back here, just in case? No? Alright, then. Oh, that's 2 bosses down. That really should not have taken as long as it did. I should have been able to first try that. It just... my character movement was non-existent. I love how he runs fine after the boss fight's done. It almost feels intentional. Alright, so we took out the Stray Demon, we took out Gwyndolin. We need the Gaping Dragon. I forget who else. Gwyn, of course. The Gaping Dragon is... I don't 100% remember. I remember where it is. I don't necessarily remember how to get back there is the thing. Or the best way to get down there is probably a better way of putting it. That's not the right way. Yeah, it's over this way. There's probably a better way of going back to this area. I just don't remember what I have. So, really, I liked it better when I had like 20 Estus. Can I go back to that? Those were the days. I did a little bit of exploring. We ended up opening this up as I found my way towards the Gaping Dragon. Nothing crazy in terms of, like, getting over there. I think the biggest enemy I fought going over there was a giant rat that we were allowed to plunging attack, so it didn't actually pose much of a threat at all. So. I should have leveled up and used my souls before I did this, but here we are. Apparently we were actually supposed to go this way. It was right next to the Capra Demon, or whatever you want to call him in this area. I killed him real early, much earlier in the game. But yeah, apparently I was supposed to be able to look to the side or something, be able to see it, but we know I'm blind, so clearly I missed it, and I was supposed to fight this boss much sooner than before the final boss, but you know me. Now that I actually remember how to get back to where I need to be. I believe this is where I actually was supposed to find the pyromancer in this area. He was like stuck in a barrel, and he's like, save me or whatever, so then I ended up rolling through and freeing him. So now he should be back at the Firelink Shrine as well, but he's also a pyromancer, and I have no magic aptitude, so yeah. I want to say Yeah. On the ceiling, one of those blob things. Not the first time that we've seen one of those. It's not even worth attacking this thing. It's not fast enough to catch up to me. Oh. Ah, yes. Yeah, that would do it. This is fine. It doesn't do that much damage. It does more damage than I'd like, but it's not that bad. We also have a bonfire right over there. So. I'll be taking that. The reason I wasn't originally at this bonfire was because I had to get the one at the Stray Demon, and there isn't a warp at the Undead Asylum, which is why I ended up doing that one first, essentially. Give me more of that strength, baby. Give me all the strength. I think this is just a dead end back here. Yeah, this is just kind of like a chill out area. I'll take it, don't you? I forget if I needed a special key for this, or if I just need the master key. One of the two. Alright, still trying to remember my way back to the gaping dragon. The rats, I've noticed, give out a decent amount of humanity, so may as well check them out, see if I can get any out of them. No such luck this time, but they generally give out quite a bit. Oh yeah, the rats also come out of random barrels and whatnot. So. That should be a humanity. No idea why the rats give out so many humanities. I'll take it. I just don't necessarily know why it is. You really hit me. I don't believe you. Whatever, give me it. Apparently I missed this one before. I think there was a hole where I jumped through originally, which is why I didn't get that. I'm pretty sure this area was where the giant rat was, and you see those areas right up there. You can do a plunging attack on top of it and insta-kill it, so like it really wasn't an enemy. It's kind of like when we were fighting like some of the other bosses, or like even the original Asylum demon. We did a plunging attack to kill it, right? So essentially the same thing. Tried to remember how to get back to this gaping dragon, and I think I actually just found the way there. I don't know if it's the rats that are applying this much poison to me, or if it's like just their base poison and then the lack of poison resistance that I have. Okay, well that's annoying. This is why we have anti-venom. This seems to be the right way, I just... Because it's like right down in this area, right down there, where you see the item chilling. Right in that area is the boss fight. I came from that way, right? And then I got fed back here. I don't remember if there's multiple ways to get back down there. I think this is a hole I can fall through. Rips my HP bar, but other than that. Yeah, those guys do insta-kill poison, so definitely don't want to have to deal with them. Or they do curse, I should say. They do curse and poison, I believe. So, yeah, if you don't have to interact with them, ideally you don't. Give me that. Such good humanity farming off the reds. I say if you come down here, just expect that every one of those boxes to have rats in it, just to make sure that you don't end up taking extra damage from them. Alright, here's the door over here, where I originally saw into the depths when I was in Blighttown, I believe it was, but I didn't have the key for it. And I want to say that the Gaping Dragon actually gives you the key for it to be able to unlock that area. I'm not 100% sure on that, but other than him, I don't see where else I would have missed the key from. Either him or, like, his boss fighter in the area. Okay, I think we're finally going the right way. Just trying to find your way in the depths here is not as easy as what it should be. At least for me. Alright, send me in. I wonder if he'll do the cutscene again. It might. Okay, good. Well, here's the cutscene for everybody who wants to see the cutscene of this. It looks like it should be more like a snake by its face right there. And so this comes out, in which case you're like, well, you know, maybe that's closer to a dragon. Something tells me a grab attack from him might be an insta-kill. Just based on the amount of teeth there, if I had to take a random guess at it. I don't know what it's trying to do, or attempting to do. Well, while it's looking into the wall here, I'm just gonna take a big old swing. I don't know what I'm supposed to be expecting from this thing. Ah, yes, keep hitting with your front legs, that'll help you out. What are you doing? Well, very hard to see when you're exactly on top of me on what you're attempting to do there. Pretty sure this guy's bleeding me, and the fact that I've hit this guy like 10 times for him to not be closer to death than what he is. Wow, that was enough to eat all of my stamina. Alright, so you hit pretty hard, don't you? Ooh. I don't know if that's supposed to be acid, I don't know if that's supposed to be poison. It didn't activate poison. I rolled, whatever, it didn't do that much damage. Are you kidding me? Stop stepping on me, you nerd. Alright, well there it is. And Blighttown. Okay, so I guess the way we did it, there's two ways to do it, being defeating the Gaping Dragon, and then you can get your way to Blighttown, but because we got, when I randomly chose our starting layout, we got access to the Master Key. The Master Key allowed us to go to the Valley of the Drakes, I believe it's called, in which case there's a detour area to Blighttown, which is what I originally went through to get it. So had I not had the Master Keys, I would have had to figure out how to get to this boss and then beat him in order to get to Blighttown, but we just went an alternative way, essentially. And seeing there, he ended up giving us the Blighttown key, which should open that door that I was talking about earlier, which would lead us back down to Blighttown. So yeah, that's another boss down. I'll probably go ahead and unlock that door just for the sake of having it unlocked. is there anywhere else in here that I should be concerned about? Not that I'm seeing. Alright, so we'll go back to the... we'll go back to the door, open it, and then we'll probably just use a homeward bone to travel back faster. And then we'll go ahead and go to the next boss. I'm trying to think of who's left now. Gwyn, of course, because Gwyn's the final boss. So Gwyn... Oh yeah, in the painted world, that's right. I originally saw that painting, I did. And I was like, that seems like that should be something, and indeed it was something. But in order to get into that world, you needed a peculiar doll, as they call it. And at the time I didn't have it, because we just now went back to the asylum in order to be able to retrieve said peculiar doll. I don't believe it's actually available when you originally spawn in there. So there's that. So we have that, so now we can actually go back to Anor Londor. We can go to the painting, and then we can go ahead and enter that world. It's kind of like, I want to say it's similar to the painting in Dark Souls 3. The Ashes of Arendelle DLC, essentially, a world similar, something along those lines. Yeah, okay. This would explain, because originally we went the other way around, where we got all the way back to here before coming up from Blighttown, where apparently if you did it this way, you'd be going down to Blighttown. So just having the master key allowed us to skip that boss, which, considering I was going to fight anyways, didn't really do all that much to us, except allow us to proceed on earlier than what we might have before without it. We're like really close to a level. I think I have some souls on me still that I can go ahead and drop you. I still have yet to find the person that actually makes the boss weapons in this game. So clearly I'm still missing some things. Because otherwise I'm... That should be good enough for me to be able to get another one. Ah, come on. Come on now. Go ahead and repair my equipment while I'm at it. I'm not sure if it spat acid on me or whatever, so I want to make sure that doesn't break on me before I go anywhere else. Still have just enough souls. Give me a little more strength. And now we go back to Anor Londo, and then we can go to the painted world. That should be everybody, I want to say. We beat the Stray Demon, we beat Gwyndolin, we beat the Gaping.
How dare you produce a blade upon a deity? How did you ever get this far?
Yeah, I didn't know this was gonna happen, but the Firekeeper, you can catch these hands too. You're not safe.
But how? This man is a threat, Master Gwyndolin.
I guess she was faithful to Gwyndolin, and if I beat Gwyndolin, what chance do you think you possibly had against me? But I'll be taking that Firekeeper's soul. Except I don't have a Firekeeper. Firekeeper is absent, cannot light bonfire. Well, that's fantastic. So I can't ever reset at that bonfire anymore unless I can find another Firekeeper that will keep... The only other Firekeeper I could have thought of besides her would be the one that the clerics had that I thought we saved and would have returned to the Firelink Shrine, but as far as I'm aware, has yet to do so. So I don't know if that's ever going to happen, so that's good. I believe I only had 5 left. I had the Gaping Dragon, I had the Stray Demon, I had Gwyndolin. This is gonna be the painting boss, and then we have Gwyn, which should be the 5th one, in which case we should be done after that. Do I live through this fall? I feel like no. I feel like the answer's probably no on that one. Ew, I think I'm gonna have to go the long way around then, so that way I can get down without actually dying. Unless I'm missing a lever somewhere along this line, which could be a thing. But if there is, I'm not really seeing it. Ew, okay, I'm gonna have to go the long way around. Rip. It's... Let's just not walk off the edge of the map, shall we? We gotta get up top here. Alright. Yeah, the biggest threat in this area is myself falling off the edge of the map. Just let him waste all of his throwing weapons. Oh, you can't be serious. That's what I get. That's what I get, because I should have dealt with that guy beforehand, and then I didn't. Ah, well. I could go chamber the princess and work my way back? Maybe? I think that's actually gonna take just as long, so I guess we'll go back. We'll do this a few attempts to actually get to the painting, and then if I do manage to make it to the painting, then I won't have to go the other way. So yeah, I think we only have 2 bosses left, unless this game has DLC, in which case, maybe I'll check that out. I thought I would have had it already, but maybe I don't. Maybe I need to check that after I end up beating this boss, and then I can check in, make sure that I have everybody else, and then we'll go fight Gwyn. Which I don't know how long that's gonna take. I figured like 5 bosses was gonna take me at least a couple of hours to beat, but yeah, some of the bosses were apparently much earlier that I was supposed to find than I did, so, you know. Although, to be fair, we had already made it to Blighttown and whatnot, so fighting the gaping dragon, I didn't even know where that area was until I had looked it up. Mostly because I had missed this one. You really live with 1 HP? Come on, I need to take all of you out. I can't have you make an auto lock run me off the edge of the map. Are you serious? Just die already. Man. Give me those throwing knives. I could probably actually use the throwing knives to knock these guys off the edge of the map, which is probably why it gives me the throwing knives in the first place. But... ah. Let's just not walk off the edge of the map, shall we? I have a lot of poise with this armor, so even if he does jump on me, he shouldn't necessarily be able to knock me off the edge. Apparently, throwing the knives makes me step forward, so, yeah, not really worth. Because if I throw them too fast, I'll walk off the edge of the map. You know, kind of defeats the purpose, right? How are you not possibly off the edge? Why, auto-lock? Why would you do that? Why would you do... Come on, man. I've already died, what, like, more times just trying to get to this last boss than in, like, the last 3 bosses? Yeah, that's so mean. Alright, you know what? Let's try for the Chamber of the Princess, and hopefully that will actually be faster, or I can actually get through it that way, because if I can't get through it that way, then I'm gonna have to go the other way, and I'd rather not. Are you gonna have a problem with me killing Gwyndolin? You might, huh? Milady? She doesn't care that I killed him. Okay, good. I praise the sun and all that. Yeah. Yeah, right. Get me out of here. I don't think I fight the boss instantly when I go through the painting, so I think I can go ahead and get away with that. I have an extra Firekeeper soul, but I think we only ever get up to +5, right? In which case this extra Firekeeper soul isn't really, like, worth anything. These two enemies were basically the enemies I was farming while I was doing moving stuff and whatnot whenever I got a chance. Just to upgrade some of our gear. I was like, what's something small that I can do that's not gonna, like largely affect what we're doing? This seems to be, like, the best thing for it. Oh, of course, there's a lever on this side. Ah, yeah, okay. Alright, well, go ahead and pull this. I could straight up two-shot those big dudes right there with the Black Knight sword, and 3 hit the blue ones before that, like before you get to the boss in that area. So, yeah, Black Knight sword, pretty good. Pretty good. I think this is going to put me in the right direction I need. I might have to move the lever a little bit just to get it to the area that I need. Nope, this looks like it should be okay. I should have the peculiar doll on me, in which case I shouldn't have to worry too much about that. I think we're going to end up missing out on 2 humanities because I didn't go back for the retrieval, but that's fine because I think I'm close to like 30 or so on that. I can also even buy humanities from some of the merchants. They're expensive, but I can buy them. I have the peculiar doll now, so I can actually do this. I had originally pressed on this, and it was like, contraption does not move, and I was like, okay, I guess I'll go back to it later, but here we are now. Not the first time we've gotten sucked into a painting. Not the first time. Painted World of Ariamas? Along those lines. It looked like the bridge was out behind me, so I guess I'm not really going to be able to do nothing about that. Alright, what? What beautiful scenery. I kind of feel like there should be something over here. No, just another way to get up. Alright, what? I'll be taking this. What have we got going on here? Got some little dudes hanging out here. You actually did die the one hit? Yeah, you guys are a little tankier than I thought you'd be. But that one died in one hit? Okay. Attempt to open this or look around first. Let's just go ahead and look around first. The fact that they have stairs and whatnot leading up there makes me think that I can't open down here immediately. But it's not open from the side. Yep, very Dark Souls-like. Really? I should have taken damage from that. Really? It switched my target on me or I was about to kill it. Again? Come on, man. There's a fog wall. Doesn't necessarily mean that it's the boss, but at least it's a fog wall. What absolute monstrosity are you? Oh, you instant toxic if I kill you right next to you. That's disgusting. Well, I may as well kill this other one then real quick if I'm gonna be toxic already. May as well get rid of them. Wow, I only have 4 of those, huh? Make that 3 now. I'm gonna need to find a better way of killing them, or just outright avoiding them. Because I don't have enough resistance to it. Broken straight sword. Wow, you're so helpful. Thank you so much for that. Can I make that jump? Maybe? Well, not if he only goes straight forward like that. There might be a better way of doing it, like falling off the side of the map right there, landing there, and then falling back in here. That's probably the way, but I'll give it a few attempts going this way to see if I can make it happen. Alright, if that one didn't give it to me, then it's probably what I'm thinking, that I have to fall from a higher up location to get down there. I see you chilling out down there. Even the rats are living through 2 hits? Even the rats, of all things, are living through 2 hits. Okay, maybe I was supposed to come back to this area later then, because it shouldn't be that tight. Ew, we got more of those toxic guys just roaming around. Am I really supposed to be able to get it from that spot? Otherwise, how else would I get farther up in this area? I mean, that looked pretty much like it forced me to go under, in which case I can't do anything about that. Maybe? I don't know, sometimes I'm like, it's forcing me, and then sometimes it's like, well, maybe not. Okay, come on now. Really? Really? That one was definitely not not that close compared to the other ones, but okay, you know what? As far as I'm concerned, that item I can't get yet. Who knows if it's even a worthwhile item or not. I do see that item hanging off that guy right there. I probably have to cut him down so that way I can get access to the item. Oh, gross. There we go. Ideally, I want to just ow. Ideally, I just want to run past them. But if they're gonna be shooting fire and toxic and stuff, there's some annoying enemies, you know that? Probably could have seen that one coming. He really hit me. I'm considering killing them and then just accepting the fact that I'm gonna have to use one of my toxics cures, but still don't know if that's really the best option for me. This leaves me down where? Oh, well, he's down here now. I guess I'll check what's up here for the time being. I doubt much of anything else, right? Yeah, I would have came from that way. Hey, another item. Good thing I checked. Egg Germafeed? What does it mean? What does it mean? Removes parasitic egg from body? The egg bearers have chosen to serve the flame of chaos, and the eggs symbolize this selfless choice. Naturally, these chestnuts are forbidden, but allowed under certain circumstances. What? Okay. Are they trying to say, like, that one dude that was a merchant, I could offer him this, and then that would free him from being a servant of the Chaos Witch all the way in the back there? There's definitely a dude just hanging right there. You can't fool me. I can see your hands. You're really not dead? How did you not fall off the edge of the bat? Or whatever. You're not gonna be able to do nothing to him. I keep hearing extra stuff in here, and it doesn't sound like the rats. You're gonna be a mimic, aren't you? You're not a mimic. Fantastic. Bro, seriously? 2 times now. At least this time it was just roaming around. And that time it was the game server. It might have been the game server on the second one as well. But come on, man. Don't we have dedicated servers? Painting everything. That's it? That's it? Alright. Well, I'm gonna work my way back. Those guys just had to do toxin too. If it was just poison I could deal with. Toxin though, toxin is where we start having problems. Where did I get away with this? No, that's where I just cut the dude down. Okay, I think this is actually the right way now. Ow. Probably not the best fall, but we lived, so. Yeet. Thought there was an item in this area that I just missed, but I can't tell. So many rats. So many rats. Out of here. That makes me feel like there's something in one of those, but it's not even sparkling or nothing. I knew it. They thought they were slick. I know their tricks. Pokemon. Well, if I can't make the jump, I guess it doesn't really matter, huh? I could make this jump. I know I could make because they clearly left an item back there. Probably should have shot that with like an arrow or something first to break the barrel, so that way it keep breaking my legs. I don't have Estus for this, man. All right, they're both out of the way at least now. That's it. Gold coin. Go. Ah, I should have just fell onto the stairway. I probably wouldn't have taken fall damage from that. Ah, well, we're making progress forward. That's what counts. I figured we wouldn't immediately go into the boss going into this area. I've already been down that way, haven't I? Sounds like there's people around me, but I can't see nobody. Alright, this is back where I found the other stuff. I just go like completely the wrong way or something. I could have fell off right here as well. I must be going backwards or something. What's going on here? Okay, good. We can kill them. I just have to do it slower, and I gotta make sure to dodge away like immediately. So I can't be stuck in a corner when I do it. That's 100% okay. I can deal with that. Okay, well, where are the rest of you nerds at? If I'm gonna be toxined, I may as well get rid of you. Knock that out. If I had my 20 Estus or whatever it was before they sent me off to go fight Gwyn, I'd be alright. Not in that case. Are we in the right spot now? I think we might actually be in the right spot now. By the right spot, I mean, at least I'm not going in circles anymore. I did see that item over there. I did. I just wanted to make sure everywhere else. Should probably go around the other way. I was like, maybe I could run jump that. It's like, probably not. Then again, I guess that ends right there, unless there's a way for me to go around this way. Maybe. Alright, cool. What was that, another zombie dragon? Oh, boy. Do I want to know why there's a death splatter right here? Covenant ahead? I don't believe you. Unless it's maybe in that part right there, but I really just do not see it. I saw something move back there. I don't necessarily know what it was. I saw something. Blood shoot. I see. Oh, there's two of them. Oh, okay. Well then. Oh no, those other enemies are gonna respawn again, the ones that do toxin. Oh, thanks for the one extra S. It's really helping me out there. Now you guys are getting one shot. What happened? I probably should take a look at that blood shield. And now you're not taking one shot? Okay. But you make up your mind on whether you want to get one shot or two shot. That'd be great. Thanks. Ooh, toxin boys. Gotta wait for that toxin to wear down more. I can't hit him in the doorway, man. It's too thick. Still have zero idea how I get that item if I can't make the jump this way. Unless I'm somehow able to make it from right there, but that's such a distance. I'm still very curious about what that item is actually going to be able to do for me, if anything. Maybe the one Chaos Witch isn't the only Chaos Witch, and that's why they gave it to me, and that's why that thing was talking about a covenant up ahead. I don't know. We already found everything over that way, I believe, in which case we can go ahead and just deal with them as it is. Probably go ahead and deal with these two as well. I don't know if they could actually follow me all the way down there, but I don't think I can make that right there. Yeah, now it looks like there's another way for me to roll on through to get there. Oh, I got one through the wall. I'll take it. Just very surprised that it actually allowed it. Something tells me those rats probably do toxin or something like that too. If the regular rats are doing poison, then I can only imagine those guys are gonna be doing toxin. Oh man, I went the same way I did last time. Gotta work my way down there where the rest of the bodies have been impaled. Get out of the way, nerd. Get out of the way, nerd. There we go. I should take damage from that. Come on. You're gonna tell me he has enough time to get that. Come on. At least I can actually kill these guys and not always get toxined off of them. That would have been really annoying to deal with. Really not dead. There. Okay, finally headed back the right way. So, zombie dragons, huh? There's a fog wall down there, but that probably just leads to the area I was originally thinking of. Are you not just like the blacksmith from 2? That is, isn't it? Or was it from 3? No, that's 2. I want to say it's 2 anyways. I wonder if this is the actual way I'm supposed to be going. It's feeling like it is, based on me fighting these guys. Red sign soap, so wow, you have to get all the way to the painted world before you can do invades? That seems like really late. Maybe that explains why I haven't been invaded as much as I generally am. I'll be taking this. Soul Brave Warrior, don't mind if I do. Anything else farther down? I don't even remember where I came in from originally. Alright, that should be it. I mean, there's gotta be something behind them, right? Gotta be. Run! Run away. I don't know how far he's coming out, so I'm gonna just go. I think he's finally chill. Are we chill now? You good? You're a thick boy, you know that? Something tells me I can't exactly, you know, I should, for the sake of making this faster, I should, for the sake of making it faster, I'm just gonna switch to the Black Knight sword, because if he can't get poisoned, this is gonna take a minute. Oh yeah, it's like twice as fast with this thing. It tried to knock me off the edge of the map. It tried. That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. Nope, 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 nope. You gotta be protecting something good if you're gonna be this tanky. There's no way you're not. How is that only worth 5,000 souls? Dragon scale. I actually need that for the dragon tooth in order to upgrade it. Which I imagine is very good, because the amount of dragon scales I've found compared to what I actually need to upgrade it is like nowhere near as much. It's clearly moving and whatnot, so I don't know why I can't apparently interact with it, be able to get around it or nothing. Maybe I need to shoot it with like my crossbow or something? Maybe like magic or fire or something like that would do it? I mean, this is fire. No. Okay. Maybe my magic sniper bow? No? Okay. I guess I just can't get past you yet, or maybe ever. It really feels like I should be able to get past him to be able to do more beyond him, but maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm thinking too far ahead. One of those guys is really still over there just chilling. Well, we went all the way to the top of that. I don't think there's anything else that we necessarily needed from it. I think we can just go ahead and go down. I think we just about covered everything up top there. Liar ahead? Yeah, probably. Well. I have no idea what you're attempting to do, but I hate the idea of it, so let's just nod and say we did, shall we? I think we're finally on the same level of where I was looking down from originally. That seems right. Nothing behind me. Yeah, that's about what I figured was going to happen. I gotta find a way around these guys to be able to break through here. We really didn't die. I gotta separate them somehow to be able to get through them. There's gotta be something decent for getting through these guys, right? Alright, got some to come out and meet me. Ow. There's so many of them. Feels like I should be fighting Rom right now, where I'm like trying to figure out a way to get through all the spider babies that he's leaving. For them having shields, it really does not seem to do that well. Okay, that's everybody out of the way. Really? Nothing from that? Really? Manly. Is that a ladder going in there? It is. Okay. Gotta remember that for later. Check out the rest of this area while I'm here. Feels like I should be getting up on a bonfire at some point here. Locked. Okay. So at some point there should be a key. I know at least one item where I missed intentionally, in which case that could be it, but I doubt it. I want to say this is the opening back to the original area. It is, in which case I can actually get back to my bonfire. That's relatively close. Good. That way I don't have to keep doing that entire journey all over again. There are items and people over here. It feels like that tunnel is where I want to be, though, because it was more hidden than most of this other stuff here. Figured there'd be an ambush of some sort. So, crowd night. This should be from the guy that I cut loose? Yes, or no? Well, I cut another one loose. Gonna send me down even farther. We'll just keep that in mind. We know there's another area with some more enemies other way. There's so many areas that I still have to check. Just kind of rolling with this one right now. I knew there had to be something in here. Oh, come on. Really? Man. Saw at least one more in here. Two more. Three more. Oh, come on. I'm taking such dumb damage from these things. Knew there had to be another one coming soon. Alright, so there's one more off to my right somewhere. You really have 1 HP. I don't believe that's all of you. There's always plenty of you. Really? Because it hit the wall. Because it hit the wall, it's not gonna... Oh, my... I don't know how a stab attack would not flinch them as much as a regular swipe, but okay. Not like it's difficult to get back there, but of course now I have to kill all of them again. It's gonna be annoying. Alright, all of you guys would have respawned too. Great. What's the point of you guys? I don't understand. I mean, it's interesting to look at and whatnot, but like, what is the... What, we probably have like 10-ish or so of these guys down here. Try and activate them one at a time, shall we? Oh. Sounds like a second one might have activated, but it got stuck on something. No, it's just... Don't think you're getting away, man. Not again. The design of the enemy's cool. It's just the way it does its damage is kind of annoying, or at least the way it's calculated. Silver Brave Warrior, Fog Wall ahead. Yep, probably gonna guess that one. So we took everybody out over here, so we might take blue. Another one of you guys. Straight up just tanked and spanked him. I know there was another door behind us here. I don't know if I want to go through it just yet or not. I mean, I imagine that would have to be another fog wall, right? Oh, this is probably just another way back into this area is what it is, isn't it? If 100% is. Okay. Kind of weird because it really doesn't do much other than offering you another way. Go ahead and check forward. This part extended out farther than I thought it would. I see. Already not dead. This man just went straight through the wall. Okay, that allows me up, so I gotta assume that these two open up to something. So you know, there's at least a stairway in this area. I'm just assuming that there's one of these guys around every corner down here, because that seems to be what they're on about. Annex key. I did need a key from somewhere. It did say it was locked. I just gotta remember where it was again. Now we know there's stairs all the way to the left somewhere. This brings me to where exactly? Of course, that one dies in one hit. It's not like everybody else in this area did or anything. Pyromancy fire surge. Okay, maybe that's why, because he had like a special item on him compared to the others. Fair enough. Fair enough. You know, it seems as though we've got everything down here that one needs. Oh, I didn't interact with this just yet. I have no idea what it's doing, but it's doing something. Well, this would explain why I need to kill those things, maybe? I have no idea what this is supposed to be doing for me. Oh, okay, yeah, sure. That makes sense. That's another fog wall right there. That's concerning. I can't turn it anymore. Okay, so we did what we needed to in this area. What's the... I mean, the key was hidden behind a hidden wall, right? So I guess it's probably not a necessity, but something I should probably check out anyways. I didn't check out this way just yet. I don't know about that. I mean, 100% expecting something to come out and, like, kill me here. Something larger, not just these little guys. The auto target is gonna get me killed at this rate. Jumping between everybody. I'm still expecting people to come out from behind me here. Curious to know what was in what seems to be that cage there. A lot of free souls out of that. I'm just putting up my shield as I go past these things. I expect something to, like, jump out at me. Okay, apparently that's too far away. Alright. I guess this area, this part of the area anyways, was not as impactful as what I thought it might have been. I knew they had died something over here. Pyromancy Acid Surge. Acid probably affects everything the same way it does in the other ones, where it wears down your equipment and whatnot. Potentially usable. I've never seen them using it. Forget where the thing I wanted to look at was. I think it's all the way over here on the right. Really? It probably threw the spear at me. That would do it. Oh, come on, get out of the way. Are you the annex? You are the annex. That does what exactly for me? Kinda weird that you only have a single barrel there, but okay. Usually they put multiple right next to each other. Okay, that's you, but what was that? I hate fighting in this area. This did what for me? Oh, because the other one landed on me, really? Okay, 2K, and they were only giving 1K. Miracle Vow of Silence. I can see why people died in this area, just from getting spammed by everything coming on through here. Really, it didn't give me enough time to get my shield up. Ah, this is such an awkward area to fight. Yeah, probably. Oh yeah, definitely rolling off the edge there and getting killed. That'd be it. I'm still curious to see what's over there. I mean, there's a whole nother sleeping zombie dragon right there. That's another zombie scale on top of it too. Mask of Velka, Black Clearcrow, Black shit, and Black Tons. Damn. I almost walked off the edge of the map there. It would have been deserved. Can I break this? I think as much. What's the point of going down this way? They put an enemy there, so maybe there's something going on here. Let's see. I imagine there's probably going to be people behind me or something. Oh, it's an ember, I see. Dark ember. Illusionary wall? Nope. Maybe? I mean, that looks pretty wall-like, but it didn't give it to me. Alright, so it was actually something worthwhile to go back there. Good, good. I'm gonna be out of the Estus Flask before I go into that next fog wall. Hate that idea. Sounds like someone's trying to shoot stuff at me. Ah, okay. I knew we would have to come back to the item. So I think we have just about every item in this area now. With that. I should probably go reset and then run into the fog wall, assuming that it's the boss. Because going in right now, half health with one Estus, probably not going to go over very well. I feel like I've explored this area pretty well. Bonfire's not too far from here, right? We can go ahead and turn in some of these extra souls on us as well. Oh yeah, we have plenty of stuff to level up with. I mean, that's what, 10k? Great Heroes 20k, I want to say. It might be 15. Either way, we should get maybe 2 levels out of this. Oh yeah, we're gonna get 2 levels out of that. We'll love to see it. Should probably check out how close we are to the bird before I go too heavy into that. Just keep giving me that strength, man. Give me all the strength. I'm getting such little actual strength on my weapon for that. 1 for 2 levels. Might be better off just throwing it into dexterity at that point. Okay, yeah, okay, sure. That did way too much damage. A bit of a walk back there, but not gonna give me like a closer bonfire or nothing. I gotta make this run every time? Gross. Well, hopefully it's only gonna be one time, right? I can do it. Still feels like I'm missing something with that extra zombie dragon. Okay. That's different. That hit me? Oh, no. Alright, little ones out of the way. I've got an actual fight on my hands here. Finally, now that they're out of the way. I can't fight him in this area, man. He threw in an overhead. How is that not a backstab worthy? There it is. First Titanite shard, that's it? Real, that's it. Alright. I don't know if that guy's coming back every time. I feel like no. I also feel like stepping on that might have just killed me. Anybody on the sides here? No. I feel like they're gonna do one last thing to me before I can get in here. Try ghost? Beware of feet. Oh no. I mean, that doesn't sound like an amazing chest, but hey, how's it going?
Who art thou? One of us thou art not. If thou hast misstepped into this world, plunge down from the plank and hurry home. If thou seekest I, thine desires shall be requited not. Thou must returneth. This land is peaceful, its inhabitants kind. But thou dost
Inhabitants
not
kind?
belong. I beg of thee,
Are you serious?
plunge down from the plank and hurry home.
You're gonna tell me these things are kind? They're toxic. They're actually toxic, and you're gonna tell me that they're kind? Excuse you? My thing's so... it's so far away I can't read it. Alzes? I'm gonna murder every name. I apologize. Ozales? Thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Hopefully I said that right. Probably not knowing me, but hopefully. Wait, no. Wait, no! No! Oh, gosh. I didn't think it was gonna do... Ah! Are you kidding me? Really? Well, hopefully it lets me back in there, otherwise I just threw away my chance at fighting the actual boss there. Yeah, that was the actual boss. Except it's an optional boss. Really? Take me back. Okay, it's not even that far back to get back to it, but, yeah, no, we're definitely fighting that. I kind of want to rekindle, just so that way I'll have it ready for Gwyn, although I guess if I'm gonna do that, I should probably do that at his bonfire. Go ahead and repair everything. I probably don't need to repair it as often as I do. I just don't want it breaking in the middle of the boss fight, that's all. There it is. Alright, please tell me she's still there, otherwise she's gonna be the one boss that I didn't kill in Dark Souls outside of Gwyn at this point. Okay, yeah, no, it still shows the fog walls if it's there. Okay, perfect. All those other little guys are probably gonna respawn again. Oh, and the larger dude, of course they did. At least he's actually standing out there now and not just like aiming to just jump on me immediately. You're on the right, I think, on this one. Yeah, really? I hit the wall, and then because I hit the wall, it brought my shield down so he could hit me. Rude. Thankfully, this dude missed me. Well, I say missed me, but then I got body blocked by all the bodies that were already dead. This guy would be so much easier of a fight if I was using my Black Knight sword, because I'm pretty sure just a two-hit combo with stun locking, based off of the amount of damage that I need for the ghost blade. I hate this spot, man. I can't hit it. You hit that overhead, man. I can't be taking this much damage. Oh my, it took just long enough for me to not be able to. That was finally the bleed proc on that guy. I guess we're going into this boss fight with 2 S's. Sure. Sure. You know what? Sure. Fine. See how bad this fight turns out for me. Oh, no. Alright. They said beware of feet, so you know what that means. I've come back to actually fight you this
Thou
time.
must listen.
I know you're offering me pity and whatnot, but, like, what if I just, you know, and it said you were over here somewhere.
I expected as much from thee. Why dost thee hurry toward thine death?
It's me? I don't know. I hate this. I had her next to me for a second. I don't know where I'm supposed to be looking now, man.
Why could thou not let
Wow.
us be?
Okay.
Didst thou not see why Ariamis created this world?
Ariamis. Yeah, so not being able to see the boss is gonna be ever so slightly annoying. Do I even live? Do I even live through a bleed? I should probably switch to, like, bleed gear or something. Reduce that. How high is my bleed resist that it's bleeding me this bad? That's 180? I guess that's not the highest, although considering the rest of my resistances, that seems pretty good. Well, we'll try it again like this. So, turning invisible is kind of lame, huh? And I lose my auto lock on, so even if I find her, then I need something to mark her with. There's got to be something that I can use that can mark her. Maybe if I had, like, poison or bleed or something like that. Maybe, well, bleed doesn't really. If I had some form of tick damage or something, well, the tick doesn't. Well, I guess it would go over their head. Maybe it would force the bar to pop up. I really don't want to have to kill these guys every time because that's gonna get annoying. But I feel like I probably have to. Dagger didn't have enough range to actually hit him right there, so I ended up taking damage for no reason. That was just enough to trigger that guy over there. Just gonna try and run around this guy. Yeah, that's definitely more worthwhile than fighting him. She's probably gonna be aggro on me immediately, huh? That's what I would imagine anyways. I only got one free hit on her when I didn't do anything different. She's right in front of me. Oh, I see now. I'm big dumb. I understand that. Just look at the snow forehead. She's right in front of me. You're making this take longer than it needs to. Come on, man. She's right in front of me. Yeah, apparently you can attack beyond faster than what I can. And hit, like, much harder than I do. Dang. There's gotta be some way to mark her. There's gotta be a better way than just using the snow and attempting to follow. Walking straight up to me. Sounded like she missed. I missed. Ah! Ow. Look who's not invisible anymore, huh? Oh, you're weak to bleed, huh? That's interesting. Somebody that uses bleed that's weak to bleed. come for your soul, your very existence. That's what I've come for. That is what I seek. And that's what we got. What was that, 2 attempts? Not bad. As soon as I figured out the utter nonsense of, hey, track her movements through the snow, and then, you know, because this is like my footstep right there, like normal human footstep. Hers were straight up bare feet footsteps, so worked my way through that. Apparently, once you do enough damage, it removes her invisibility, and I was able to go based off of that in order to beat her. Let's go ahead and homeward bone out of here, because it's going to be it's going to put me back at the other bonfire. No, actually, that's probably fun. Oh, it actually put me back at this one. Except I can't use this one, because I killed the firekeeper that was doing it, because to be fair, she was attacking me first, but... What's the fastest bonfire? Man, I think this one's actually the fastest. Or should I say there's like the least amount of enemies? I think beyond this guy, there shouldn't be any more unless the armored pig warhogs, whatever you want to call them, are out of the way. Yeah, so 2 attempts, not bad. Bleed was a lot less of a problem. As soon as I was able to get rid of her invisibility, she was just kind of done for. We also got very lucky in the fact that Bleed actually worked out on her, which I'm kind of surprised considering that she was so heavy Bleed related. So then be weak to Bleed itself seemed kind of strange. I'll take it. We might have been able to kill her faster with the Black Knight sword, because that thing is that thing's a monster. Alright, levels. Need more strength. Yeah. And take me back to... I guess it won't just take me to the Lord Vessel, huh? Alright, well, take me to the Firelink Shrine. I'll throw myself down to the Lord Vessel, and I think we're done. I'm actually going to get that one more check right here, because if it is the final boss and it stops me from doing the rest of the bosses, I want to make sure that he is indeed the final boss that I haven't finished yet. So I'm going to look it up one more time to make sure that he is indeed the final boss of Dark Souls 1 that I have left to remain the beat. And then I'll be right back. Okay, yeah. Based on what I saw, he is our final boss. So, I've beaten all the others, so if you're new to the stream and you haven't seen it yet, they should all be available as VODs currently on Twitch, through some of my other VODs. And probably later tomorrow, I'll go ahead and end up throwing the rest of them on YouTube, so that way everybody on YouTube can go ahead and watch that, since they're miss a tad bit. Oh baby, 20 Estus Flask. You'd love to see. Everything's maxed out. Need to reinforce anything. Repair. I repaired, I'm sure, far too often, but I'll make sure that they're at the best possible level. And let's go fight Gwyn. This part's pretty cool with the knights just walking on through the area, through the mist and whatnot. That's cool. Okay, it looks like it is going to spawn all the knights again. I'm probably just going to attempt to run past them. We can usually get through them without needing or taking too much damage. But if I can just get past them by running through it, then I may as well. It'll also save us time on the next attempts if I can figure out a path where I can get past all of them without having to fight them, rather than fighting them each and every time. Assuming that we don't first try Gwyn, which I highly doubt, because I have zero idea on what his moveset is. But we most certainly try. I need to get up this way. Don't hit me, nerds. Nope, nope. No! Come on, man. That's easily the most amount of deaths I get in any of the Dark Souls, is just environmental hazards. It's just impatience, really, but, yeah. That area up there looks remarkably similar to the area that we go to in Dark Souls 2 in order to get fragments of Nassandra's soul. It might actually be the same place. I don't remember 100% for sure, but it definitely feels like it should be the same area. These guys are easy enough to run past so far. We'll have to see it. I don't remember the exact way on where I need to go. I gotta imagine that it's past that guy right there. We have one humanity. I don't really care about the souls that much. I mean, we're at, what, like 40k or something in order for level ups. So the chance that we get enough outside of killing Gwyn himself is probably not very likely. I think that's the only real knight that I have to actually deal with. No? Okay. Well, at least one more. Alright, so I gotta get through like 3 knights in order to get through here. Alright, Gwyn, let's see what you got. Send me in. There we go. Gwyn, the Lord of Cinder. Man, I do no damage to this guy. Okay. Well, that sucks. Okay. I'm trying to get an idea of, like, if I can burst him or not. Clearly not the case. Probably a good thing to know. I probably should also be using this dagger on him, because I highly doubt that they're going to allow you to beat the final boss with status effects. Maybe you can. Maybe he's bleedable, but by the time he bleeds, is it going to be worth it compared to how much damage you could get off a different weapon? Probably not, right? He's very quick, is something that I'm noticing immediately. Although it looks like most of his combos seem to be about 3 hits, and then he chills out for a second. I imagine he does a whole bunch of fire damage as well, so probably switching the armor that has some form of fire resistant is probably worthwhile. I should have enough materials to where I can make up a full another set of armor if I actually need to, in order to help against the fire damage and whatnot. Don't slide me off the edge. Okay, we're good. Alright, we're good. Round 2. I kind of just ran at him. I mean, I really kinda just ran at him. There was no strategy, it was just me running at him to see what he would do. Now, probably not the optimal gear going into this as well, I would have to imagine. Well, that takes up quite a bit of stamina. Man, everything he does uses so much of my stamina. His movements are so fast. Okay. I can block just about everything, but my shield doesn't do 100% fire damage block. I'm stuck on the environment, not like this. The reason that I'm hanging around the rocks here is that I have a better chance of actually getting a Estus off because he also has to work through it. I can't keep blocking these things. I need to be able to roll out of the way of them at some point. What are you doing, mate? Everything hurts. Yeah, you grab that rock, you go fast. Yeet! Hey, alright, he is variable. That is good to know. That's actually kind of huge to know. Whatever distance I can keep between me and him when I have to reset is perfect. Yeet! Some of this, he gets real fast on some of these attacks. It's like whenever you do damage to him, he speeds up, and then after that, he starts to slow back down. I attempted to do a parry instead of actually dodge his grab there. Nope, missed me with that. Really? I attempted to parry that, but apparently that was not the right timing. I've gotten a few parries off, and that felt like the general parry time that I got away with. That took my entire stamina bar for, I guess, attempting to parry it. Oh, no. How am I alive? Oh, drink up. Oh, drink up. One day I'm gonna be able to attack this man again, but I gotta get to the point where I can actually allow myself to do so. Calm down, man. Kinda seems like I can't parry him anymore. Maybe we're past that point. Oh, he went for a grab. You gosh. Why? At least he didn't hit me for like, eesh. Trying to kill me, game? Calm down. Hey. This is definitely what I want to do, is abuse these pillars when I can, at least. I rolled. Don't give me that. Oh, I rolled into him when he did a grab. I rolled. Don't give me that. Oh, that's so annoying. No, did that kill? Oh, okay, did it kill? I was gonna say, no. I don't know how that did. Hey, I'll take it, though. Oh, yeah, I cannot block this, man. That's awkward. I did too early. I did too early! No! Ah! We had him, what, 40%? Almost half health on our, like, actual attempt? I can live with that. At some point, I just got stuck in a rhythm of, like, I just could not get the heals off in time. This is doable, though. This would probably be a lot easier with my Black Knight sword, because I would actually be doing damage to him. Also, Havel armor would probably make this a lot easier, too. I'm going to attempt to not use my Black Knight sword or my Havel armor, because I feel like that's going to make it too easy. He says he can only get the boss down to half health at that point, assuming that this is the only stage of him, but, yeah, like, I don't know, I just want to make it harder on myself. Make it feel even more like a challenge, so that when I actually do win it, it's gonna feel that much better. Oh, really? I do wish they would have put the bonfire, like, right next to him or something, though. Like, I get it, like, I could take damage from fighting these guys or whatever, right? But, like, why not have the bonfire right next to the boss, so as soon as I lose, if I don't need any more, if I don't feel as though I need any more preparations, I can just immediately go back into it. Okay, yeah, sure, that would hit me. I do have a fire defense boosting ring. I wonder if I should be using that instead. Stop locking onto him. I'm already fasted. Get out of here. We might switch up my rings next time. I still have my ring of protection or something along those lines. Okay, alright. That attack is so fast. Okay, usually you only do 30. I'm very surprised to see you do 4 there. Hey. Give me that. I missed one. I need the backup for it. I've run out of stamina again. Oh no, I got stuck on the rock. Hey, yeah. Oh, that's fine. That's gonna hurt, but I can live through that. No, that took too long. I'm gonna take the same amount of damage that I got from here. Wants to do some brush attack at me. I did too early. No! Man, when you get the berry on him, you get some damage, but when you miss it, you're certainly getting punished for it. I'm stuck up the wall! No! I refuse. Oh, okay, that was one that flings you up into the air, huh? That's a mighty and nasty attack you have there, bro. I don't have stamina for this! Oh, no. He could kill me right here. Even if I'm blocking, he could kill me just from the damage. Oh, okay. Okay. Alright, that's a little troll. No. No, no, no. My man flew over the entire rock to get me. I rolled! I was even in the process of rolling. Screw you. Oh. My man grabbed me, red roll, get out of here. Yeet. Now, finally, we're getting some form of momentum here. Ah, he did it. He did it slower that time, so I couldn't catch him like I did the other time. Okay, alright, okay, alright. Chill, 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 chill. Ow. got stuck on the side of the wall! Ah, come on. I ran out of stamina, and then the stamina, I got just enough to do a single roll there, but I got stuck on the wall. Oh my, we keep getting him the half health though. And we're specifically not using, like, our armor set. By our armor set, I mean the armor set that would kill this guy, like, the first try, between Havel's armor and my Black Knight sword. Like, that would probably easily kill. I'm pretty sure it has more fire defense than what I actually have here as well. I never get to use the red tear stone ring in this fight. I just don't. Give me... I mean, what's the point of having the Ring of Favor and then never using it, right? So, breaks when removed, so we'll take that. Boost fire defense, boost defense versus physical attacks. I don't know what his attacks count as. Like, presumably fire, right? But is it fire plus physical, or is it just fire? Our favor ring does what? HP, stamina, and our load. What else can we do? Also make sure that I'm not on it, so I don't lose it. Boost defense versus physicals, that's pretty good. Boost attack while low would be nice, but I can't get low enough in this fight to actually use it, because if I'm that low, I'm just dead. Give me the boost fire defense, see how this does for us. Bumped up my HP by quite a bit there. I'm supposed to get extra stamina out of this as well, which is going to be absolutely fantastic for that fight, because that means I'm gonna be able to... I might actually be able to block an entire 3-hit combo now with that extra stamina it gave me. And we got a little bit more leniency with the with our HP now that we got slightly higher HP. And then we have a better load size, which I don't think will really affect us too much. If I was using my Black Knight sword, it would, because it would at least it should make sure that I'm not fat rolling with it, which would be pretty huge, actually. We keep getting him down the half. Like, if I was just doing terrible against him, I would consider immediately, like, moving to the Black Knight Havel armor set and then just, like, smacking this dude. But I feel like we're doing pretty well alright the way that we are right now, so... If it gets to a point to where I'm just like, okay, I'm done, I'm over it, then sure, I'll switch to that armor set and weapon and whatnot. But right now, I think we're doing alright. Let's make sure I go in with full health, shall we? Okay, his first one didn't hit me, which is why it didn't give me the parry there, because that was the time I need to spread him away from me again. While I get this off. Yeah, he's attacking too fast again. He switches it up. Sometimes he goes really fast, and then sometimes he'll go real slow with it. Like right there, he went slow. Drink that right, bro. I keep getting stuck on the high ground here. Ah! Oh. We good, game? Alright, that felt a little shrill to launch me up the side of the map and then immediately get right on top of me, but alright. Well, not much I can do, but I'm the one stuck on the cliff there. This is gonna be a little more difficult than I thought. I'm intentionally making it more difficult by myself by not using that gear, but that's what I'm thinking I want. What's our fire defense like? I mean, it's not bad. It's actually our highest one that we've had. At least of our current defenses. Is there higher fire defense gear out there? I'm sure there is. Like, a lot of the lighter gear generally has higher status resistances or higher resistances to the elements rather than physical damage. But then I don't know if the physical damage drop is worth it or not, because I'm not sure what his attacks are considered. Because if they're considered just fire, then I can stack fire defense on fire defense on fire defense, in which case that should bring down the damage significantly. But if he's using physical plus fire damage, then I need to split the damage, or split the damage mitigation in order to actually affect it more. I should have humanities equipped in this fight too, so that way between my Estus and my humanities, I'll have like 40 or 50 heals, which is ridiculous. Assuming I could ever get that many off in the fight, which I don't think we've actually ran out of Estus yet in this fight, so that's probably not a huge ordeal. Really wish we didn't have to do this walk every time to get back to the boss. That's annoying. Can I move, game? It was letting me run just fine for like the longest of times, and now we're going back to Gwyndolin, where I can't even move my character how I want it to move. Perfect. Really? Only one of those can? Apparently that one was just slow enough for him to be able to hit it. Hello? My bear? It's very sick. That really hit me? Okay, I knew as soon as I turned my back I was dead, but even if I only would have been able to block like one or two more, man, I'm trying to go for parries too much now, because the damage is so good from the parries, and when I get a parry, it gives me enough time to actually heal. So if I can actually get good at actually landing the parries, then I'll be able to actually do a significant amount of damage and get a heal off for free, which is insane in this fight, considering he very much so never lets me just rest at any point to do my Estus, unless I can force him to go around a corner or something. So what does he do? We have a grab, we have a 3-hit combo, we have a 4-hit combo. He has a sweep in the 4-hit combo, well, maybe in the 3-hit combo as well. A lot of side splashes. A lot of it is changing tempo on it, which I'm sure is meant to throw off the parries, because as we've seen, the parries do good damage. And this is with dagger damage parries as well. Like if I did it with my Black Knight sword as opposed to my parry, or in terms of my dagger for the parry damage, it would be doing a lot more. It'd probably be doing like 1.5 times the damage of what my dagger does. Alright, we're getting good at getting back in here without even getting hit. Still annoying we have to do that run anyways, because if that's the case, then like, why make you do it? I refuse to believe that I didn't get that one. I might die right here. Still might die right here. That actually didn't do as much as I thought it was going to. Alright, well, not starting off pretty distinctly. He really still hit me for that. I'm still fishing for parries too much, but I mean, it helps when I actually get them. He went for it. He went for a straight attack that time. He didn't do his normal 2-hit. He likes to do. He slowed it down that time, so when you get the parry. It definitely seems like he does go more defensive once you get a parry on him. At least in terms of his swings. And now as soon as they saw that he broke my guard is when he started to pick up the speed. Hello, my parry? My dude just rolled away after getting a free parry? Ah, come on, man. Yanks. There we go. I should have had another one of those, but my dude decided he wanted the tricks are for kids. So I had just enough to stop from getting thrown over the edge there. That's a grab attack. He missed. We get free hits on that. Should be fourth. Go ahead and block that. Hello, my auto targeting? It's very sick. No, I rolled into the wall twice. I'm dead. Yep, I knew it. I knew it. As soon as it forced me to roll into the wall, I knew it was gonna kill me. I hate that's like one of the biggest criticisms I have as the Dark Souls games is the fact that half the time when I'm in a boss fight, I'm like fighting my own controls, which is like really not good. Like, in the Gwyndolin fight, it was like between, it was like, yeah, you can run, and then all of a sudden it was like, actually no, and then. Or like losing my lock on, or having lock on, and then when I have it on, instead of rolling backwards, it'll make me roll to the left or the right, which either throws me into attack or throws me off the edge of the map. Some things just never change in this game. I still feel like this boss fight is winnable with this setup. I just gotta stop fishing for parries as much. And when I do get them, if the game would stop making me back off from the parry and actually allow me my parry, so that way I can actually do what I meant to do, which is get the parry and then heal for it, then, you know, that'd be great. But I'm gonna have to, like, get a controller and save it, like, specifically for games that actually need like actual input for it, so that way I can more or less expect actual more accurate like inputs, more reactive inputs is probably maybe a better way. Ha! That one dude fell off the edge of the map. What a nerd. Nope. I can't ever get away from him at some points. Like, as soon as, like, my stamina breaks, like, start having real problems. He does, like, open that up. Hey, there we go. Alright, that's a good start right there. That is a good start right there. Speeding it up on this one. He did not like getting nuked immediately, that's for sure. My parry? Hello? It's fine, I'll just do half the damage of my parry. Even though I deservedly got the parry, but whatever. That's so lame. It was such a good start, too, and then it stole my parry again. Stop stealing my parries. That's so just, I think I need to turn the game volume down just a little bit. At least when I'm doing the fight. Like, right now, I'm sure it's not that bad, but once I get into the fight, when it starts picking up on the music a little bit. Oh, I don't want to have to use the Black Knight sword and turn into Havel Armor, man. It feels too easy using that stuff, but it's not even like we're doing bad. really just could not put a bonfire right next to the boss. Just absolutely not. You're like, but what if you want to fight the nice every time? It's like, but what if I don't? Well, it's just, you know, just hear me out here. What if I did? Yeah. I'm assuming he only has one stage. I can only imagine. I mean, did anybody actually have 2 stages in this game? I feel like no. I'm trying to think of, like, if anybody actually had, like, a stage 2. Nobody really comes to mind in that, so I guess not. I could be wrong, though. Yeah, little baby hits. I'm considering taking off my ring that's giving me extra physical protection and putting it on my ring that gives me fire defense and seeing if that actually makes more of a difference. I would think so, just because he's certainly using a lot of fire. I refuse to believe that I didn't get the pair for that, but okay. Okay. As soon as I get hit by the second one, I'm just stun locked into the third one. If I don't have enough HP, I just die to it immediately. Yeah, that's... I'm sure with Havel's armor, I probably wouldn't, because the amount of poise that you get, I'm pretty sure it's just the it just gives you the most poise in the entire game, I think. Maybe giant armor, because I think some of the giant armor had some massive poise to it as well. But giant armor also reduces your stamina recovery, if I remember correctly, whereas Havel armor doesn't, so it seems like it's just better. Of course, you can't upgrade Havel's armor, so maybe at some point, like maybe just the stat boost from the giant armor versus Havel's would be enough of a difference. To be like, yeah, the stamina recovery, losing stamina recovery is worth it. But that really, I don't know, losing stamina recovery seems quite a heavy price to pay for what could be a minimal stat increase. Yeah, come on. You didn't even hit me that time. You're getting worse, man. Come on. Ah, okay. That was me just being too lazy. Alright, there we go. They always give us the amount of time to at least get an Estus off before he gets close. Ooh, we did a fast one that time. I almost like it when he does the running fire attacks, because those ones give me enough time to actually get my stamina back. I'm just gonna take the opportunity to heal. Alright, immediately get hit twice for it. Give me that. I almost kind of want to beat him using berries only. That seems kind of droll, but I feel like it could be done. I'm getting a better idea of when I can do that. It seems too early every time that I do it, but we've been rewarded each time that I rolled. I guess I rolled too early. Hello, good? We good? Camera does get a little wonky once he launches you somewhere. Ah, that was late. Can't be mad at that one. Okay, yeah. I mean, when he does a fast one like that. Oh no. I'm stuck on the wall, not like this. So is he, at least. Okay. Well, I got lucky that he also got caught stuck on the wall. I didn't get the berry that time because he missed me on the first one. Whenever he misses a grab, that's a free heal. He didn't hit me that time, so I didn't get the parry, of course. Oh no. Sometimes the elevation of the fight actually helps you, and then sometimes it just hurts you. I keep trying to do parries when I shoot it, and I'm getting punished for it, which is deserved, so. I rolled too early? Yep, that's gonna hurt. Yeah, that's a free heal, thankfully. He didn't hit me, so I didn't get the parry that time. It almost seems like he missed sometimes on purpose, just so you can't get the parry. It's a free heal. Hey, there we go. Finally, the elevation worked out for me for once. Need my stamina back, man. Nope. Nope. Alright, we're getting better, baby. We're getting better. I'm feeling it. I'm stuck on the wall. Oh no. Hey. Nope. Miss me with that. No grabs for you. Hey. That's not enough to kill, but it is getting very close here, friend. Your life will soon be coming to an end. I know, he had a stage 2, so I was hitting him as much as I could to make sure that he was going down. Soul of Gwyn, Lord of Cinder. There it is, baby. I don't know how many times that was. I feel like that was less than 10 attempts, maybe. Far too many attempts. I also could have done beyond better had I actually used the Havel armor as well as my Black Knight sword, because I would have done more damage. With 20 Estus Flask, honestly, I probably could have just healed tanked him. Like, I could have did 2 hits, accepted that he hit me with a 3-hit combo, healed through it, depending on whether or not he broke my poise or whatnot, and then just keep going at it like that and probably burned him down that way. But, I wanted to make it harder on myself. Gonna get a little bit of berry practice in on the final boss of all people, so yeah. I don't have a firekeeper to link this fire, but yeah, sure, I'll do it myself. After all that, to just light myself on fire. I still never found the dude that makes the bosses throughout that entire thing, so I never was able to make a boss weapon or nothing. There it is, baby. There it is. We did it. We beat it. We beat it. We beat it. So that means we beat Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3, and Bloodborne. Oh, baby. Well, if it's gonna roll through the credits, I mean, I may as well throw this out there, you know what I'm saying? Something better to look at. There's my Twitter right there if you guys want to go ahead and join that. If you guys are just coming in, just found it for the first time. then definitely go ahead and follow that. That's where I put out when I'm going to be streaming, what I'm going to be streaming for the day. So if you guys see a tweet from that, in case you guys are new, as soon as you see a tweet from me that has the title of the stream and then the game that we're going to be playing for it, within the next 5 minutes or so, once you see that tweet go out there, we are going to be playing. So like this time, it was like, what was it? Finishing off the rest of the bosses in Dark Souls 1, something along those lines, and then I had the Dark Souls 1 as the game being played, and then I had the link to the Twitch channel as well, so that way you guys can get that. So yeah, if you're not following me on Twitter, definitely make sure to go ahead and follow on that, so that way you guys will know when I'm streaming. The current schedule that I'm trying to work with right now, I'm trying to keep it as stable as I can with what I can do right now, is Monday to Friday from 8 p.m. Central Time to whatever time I feel like going to, really. I don't really have a end time in mind. Because some of our streams, we've gone from up to 12 hours, so, I mean, yeah. So there's that. Underneath that is my YouTube channel, which is an archive of all my Twitch VODs, at least the ones that can actually make it over there. So, if you guys are enjoying the Dark Souls, and you just now came in for this one, I've got the entirety of Dark Souls 1, or at least the entirety of Dark Souls 1 will be on there by the end of tomorrow. And then I've also got Dark Souls 2, including the DLC on there, Dark Souls 3, including the DLC on there, Bloodborne with the DLC. If you want something besides the Souls-like games, we've got, if you're a fan of Pokemon, I got Pokemon Shining Pearl, as well as Pokemon Legends of Arceus. So if you guys like Pokemon, that's 2 series right there for you. We've also got Resident Evil. If you guys are a fan of Resident Evil, I've got Resident Evil 0 through 8, including Code Veronica, as well as Revelations 1 and 2. So if you're Resident Evil fans and you want to binge watch the entirety that is Resident Evil, I have the entire playlist from 0 to 8 on my channel. I've even broken them down for you. I've got Resident Evil 0, 1, and then 2 or 3 are together, and then 4, 5, and 6 are together, and then 7 and 8 are in their own playlist. And then Revelations 1 and 2 are also in their own separate playlist. And then I have Code Veronica in its own separate playlist. So if you're a fan of Resident Evil, I've got the playlist all sorted out for you. They should be in order. I tried to keep them in order as much as I can. But every video should be in that playlist. So even if it's ever so slightly out of order, it might be the video ahead of it or the video behind it. You get the idea. But yeah, so if you're just catching stream for the first time, we've got plenty of videos for you over there. I've got like 120 plus videos on there currently, with more easily on the way, just as long as I've got time to do it. Underneath that, we have my Discord channel, or my Discord server, I should say. Go ahead and join that if you want. It's just another way to stay in communication with me as well. Like, if you guys are, if you just don't want to do Twitter, go ahead and join Discord, and then I can still get the information.
Yes, indeed. The dark sign brands the undead.
I'm pretty sure this is it just starting the game over again, but I'll go ahead and let it
and in this land, the undead are corralled and led to the north. Where they are locked away to await the end of the world. This is your fate.
I refuse for this to be my fate. Do you not just see what I just leaked the fire? How are you gonna tell me being locked away in the undead asylum is gonna be my fate? Absolutely not. But yeah, this is just the starting of the game over again. But I'll go ahead and let it go on out. Oh yeah, this guy. So when I went back to the asylum in order for us to fight the stray demon, for whatever reason, he came back to life and he was hollowed and he attempted to attack me. It wasn't like a boss fight or anything. It was just like whenever an NPC would go aggro towards you. But yeah, I'm kind of surprised he came back considering he was like the only NPC that I actually killed. Which apparently he doesn't count as a sin as killing in the game. So you know, kind of worked out. But I can only imagine it probably wiped all my keys and whatnot for starting up another one, right? Yeah. That's about what I figured. But yeah, I mean, we did it. We done did it. We killed every boss in Dark Souls 1, 2, 3, and Bloodborne, as well as all the DLC bosses in them. So yeah. I didn't know how long the stream was going to take because we had 5 bosses left, so I figured if it took me like half an hour on each of them, it'd be about 2.5 hours, and well, you know what? Here we are at 2.5 hours. Now, I did order Elden Ring today, I did, and it's supposed to show up sometime tomorrow. I don't know when exactly tomorrow, but it's supposed to show up sometime tomorrow. I would imagine it would be before our stream time anyways. If it's not, that would be a bit weird, but yeah. I don't know. I think we'll, you know what, that's probably just a good time to call it here. I mean, there's not much that I could, like, just immediately throw on right now that's gonna be beating 5 Dark Souls bosses and beating the final Dark Souls that we needed to in order to beat all of it. So I think we're just gonna go ahead and call it here. I know it's been shorter streams lately, but whenever I put them on YouTube or whatever, people generally don't watch the ones that are longer anyway. So I'm kind of experimenting with the stream time, right? Because I know some people watch some of these VODs again, right? I just don't know how much of they watch of it. And places like YouTube and stuff reward watch time and stuff quite a bit. So if I'm, you know, like if I make a 12-hour stream or something like that and people are watching an hour of it, it's kind of like, what's the point? I mean, at least on YouTube side, I'm not sure how many people actually watched through the entire 12-hour stream that we did that one time. I imagine not all that many. If people did, by all means, even commented down at YouTube if you watched the 10-hour, 12-hour stream or whatever, it'd be like, I made it all the way through to the end. And like, props to you. But yeah, kind of playing around with just like stream durations right now to see what works, what doesn't work for us. So I think this week we're going to keep them shorter, and I want to see what that actually does. Because if more people watching the shorter, right, then why would I not stream shorter? If people still want to watch the long ones, then by all means, then I'll keep making the long ones as well. It's just me figuring out what exactly you guys want, right? Because generally we don't get too much engagement within the stream. So if I have nothing to go off of, I just have to keep trying things. And then I have to gauge it against whatever I tried last. So like if I did, let's say we finish this one at the 2.5 hour mark. If I have to judge the 2.5 hour mark instead of an 8 hour one, and I see the 2.5 is doing better than the 8 hour, then why would I do an 8 hour one, right? Or if the 2.5 hour one wasn't doing as good as an 8 hour one, then I find a way to make them longer. Whether we start a new game within the stream, if we happen to beat one, like how we just managed to beat Dark Souls 1 here, and then just have another game on hand to immediately follow into after, or if this is good enough for some people and they just, that's all they wanted to see out of it for the time slot that they had allowed and whatnot, then by all means, that's all good too. You guys can always just throw down comments in the chat right there if you guys want longer streams. If you want shorter streams, you can always tweet your opinions to me on Twitter as well. Or if you're in Discord, you can go ahead and just like throw down suggestions like, I want longer streams, or this stream length is good, or this I want a longer stream, but I want that much longer of a stream. You know, I just need I need some form of feedback in order to be able to make the stream better for you guys, because if I never get any feedback, then I just have to assume that you guys are good with whatever I do, which is fine, but then going off of that and then something doesn't turn out the way that I thought it would, then, you know, it's kind of like I gotta play a lot more detective than I necessarily should, if that makes sense. But yeah, I didn't know how long this one was gonna run, because I figured 5 bosses, right? And I didn't know how difficult they would be, so I figured if it was 45 minutes to an hour, like, if it was just, like, really bad, if I was thinking, like, an hour for each boss, then this would have been, like, a 5-hour stream, right? But, we were able to knock it down to about a 2.5-hour stream. We did pretty well against most of the bosses. I mean, the only one that we actually really struggled on in this stream was Gwyn, which makes sense, you know, considering he's the final boss and whatever. And half the time I kind of just ran at him and hoped for the best, which is not what you want to do against Dark Souls bosses, but I mean, you had to test the waters. That snow lady, as soon as I figured out her gimmick or whatever, we beat her on, what, the second try, the third try, something like that. The stray demon, I mean, we just one-taked him. We fought so many of the similar demons that it's not really surprising that we were able to take him down at one point. The gaping dragon was interesting. He's very slow, but he hit, like, really hard. He hit, like, really hard. So, like, if I had actually fought him, I would say not necessarily at the appropriate time, because we found a way around him, which is fine, because that's an alternative method to getting the Blighttown. So that way we can actually get the Quaylog and whatnot in order to ring the bell and what, in order to progress the area. So there's that. So I don't feel too bad about missing it earlier, because, like, I didn't even know that thing I didn't even know the deaths existed, because we had made it at the Blighttown before ever meeting that thing, and defeating the gaping dragon before then would allow you down to Blighttown, but because we had chosen the master key as part of our starting class, it allowed us to go through a alternative way of getting through there. So that's why I never ended up finding that one. The painting, I knew there was something there. Like, they don't make paintings in Dark Souls like that after seeing Dark Souls 3, Ashes of Arendelle painting. Like, they don't do paintings like that and not have, like, a boss or something associated with it. So I knew there was something with it. I just had no idea how to actually activate it. And then once I got back to the asylum, I got the peculiar doll, which allowed me to actually gain access to the painting. And I also wouldn't have known about the undead, or even being able to get back to the undead asylum, had I had not looked that part up, as well as the stadium. That's just the thing, though. We play through all of these all the way until the final boss, and then I make sure that we kill every boss before I go through. And of course I'm gonna miss some bosses, especially if they're the optional bosses, right? Because if they're optional, they don't impede my progress. So then I don't have the same reason of being forced to figure out where it is if I can just keep continuing on through it. Who else do we get? Gwyndolin. Gwyndolin was an item-specific optional boss where I had to get the Dark Moon Seance Ring. And then I had to go all the way to the bottom of the rotating tower in order to find it, in which case I never put that ring on because it gives you extra attunement slots for your spells, I think, which as a melee class, you have basically no reason to opt into, or like you're not given like a real reason to opt into magic, in which case why would you wear a ring that gives you extra magic slots if you never had magic available to you in the first place, right? So that's another boss where I wouldn't have found it without looking it up, because I just had no reason to ever use the ring outside of that. So Stray Demon, yeah, we talked about that one. Gwyndolin, yeah, we got that. Keeping Demon, I just didn't know how to get down to the depths, and we already figured out a way through Blighttown otherwise. Gwyn's the final boss, so I mean, that had to happen. And then the painting lady. So yeah, overall thoughts on Dark Souls 1, absolutely better than 2. I'll say that. Definitely better than 2. Is it better than 3, though? That's a good question. I think 3 might just be better because it's further in. It's got more refinement, I would think. I mean, this is a remaster, right? But I feel like it still has more refinement, and the mechanics are just better than it. I think we also get more bosses, just in general, in Dark Souls 3. By no means was Dark Souls 1 bad. It's like very right next to it for me with Dark Souls 1. It'd be like Dark Souls 3, Dark Souls 1, and then Dark Souls 2 would be like down there. Dark Souls 2, I mean, none of them are bad, right? Like, at the end of the day, it's still Dark Souls, but Dark Souls 2, it was just a lot of bosses that were made bosses just to be made bosses. It was just, like, very hit or miss quality on the bosses. Like, some of them were, like, at the equivalent level of, like, just fighting a random enemy with the boss label on top of it. Or some of them were, like, okay, this is a real problem. And then you could talk about the DLC and the fact that it was made for co-oping the entire way through, but then you can imagine that kind of doesn't work out all that well when people don't play it as much. I mean, when it first originally came out and you were like, hey, it's a co-op area, like, I'm sure people jumped all over it. But as it started to age, the fact that less people started to play it, and then it just, you know. But Dark Souls 1, yeah, no. Dark Souls 1, that's... If I had to put all 3 of those and then add Bloodborne in there just to be on there, I'd probably say Bloodborne, Dark Souls 3, Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 2. That'd probably be my rating on it. I don't know, it's something about Bloodborne. It's just so unique compared to the other ones, which I guess is fair, right? Because, you know, Dark Souls 1, 2, 3, right? Versus Bloodborne, which is the only one of its kind. I would absolutely love to see a second Bloodborne or something. I know they're supposed to be making that remake of something, or something along those lines, where they give it like PlayStation 1 graphics or something, which is interesting. I don't think it's enough to necessarily make me go out and play and or buy it. It's just for PlayStation 1 graphics. If they actually added more significance to it, like if they actually added more bosses and stuff like that, then I could consider it. But if it's just that turning down the graphics to PlayStation 1, then... right. So I should be getting... So the plan for tomorrow, right? I'm pretty sure I can stream. In which case, we'll go ahead and, assuming Elden Ring actually shows up before the actual stream start, the stream starting time being 8 p.m. Central Time, which I don't know what it is for you guys, because you guys could be all over the world or whatever, right? In which case, your time is going to be different from my time, which is going to be different than the other person's time, which is going to be different from the other person's time. You get the idea. So yeah, like 8 p.m. Central Time, I want to start Elden Ring. Although, depending on when I actually get the game delivered to me, that might be delayed, because if they get it to me at actual stream time, then, you know, I have to go and download the game. The game's probably, I would have to imagine, like 50 or 60 gigabytes, which is probably going to take me, I don't know, maybe like half an hour to an hour of actually downloading the thing. And then if it has the copy on top of that, depending on how long the copy could take, that could take another, like, I don't know, let's say like half an hour. Maybe it's just not as long. In which case, it'd be like an hour and a half on top of what we originally started at, which would make it closer to like 9:30, closer to 10 p.m. Central Time. So we'll see when I get that. And if we do end up getting Elden Ring today, or tomorrow, they say it should come tomorrow. They didn't give me an exact time or nothing like that. So I can only hope that it comes at a at least decent time tomorrow. So if Elden Ring comes through tomorrow, then we'll play Elden Ring. If Elden Ring doesn't come through tomorrow, I will find out another game that we can play in the meantime. And then when I actually get Elden Ring, then we'll go ahead and start Elden Ring. Because I am very much so looking forward to it. I've just seen only, like, great reviews for the game, just about. I mean, there's going to be the people that don't, like, really, I would say, like playing Dark Souls that play, and then they're like, I don't really like it. And it's like, well, considering it was based, you know, generally on the idea of Dark Souls, that would make sense. But yeah, I'm sure I'll like it. There's plenty to do in there. People are having a blast with it, and I want to get in on it, man. So, alright, I know, I've stalled long enough. So, I want to say we can stream tomorrow. Make sure to look for a tweet. And if you guys are in Discord, definitely make sure to add me. If I see anybody in Discord, I'll go ahead and throw it down there to make sure that you guys know as well. Otherwise, go ahead and follow me on Twitter. If you guys are looking for more content similar to Dark Souls, like, we got Pokemon on there, we got Resident Evil, we got plenty of other games on there as well. So if you guys are looking for extra content, go ahead and look down there at YouTube. Definitely make sure to follow me on Twitter. That's the one where you're going to get, like, the majority of your news outside of, like, right at the end of the streams here. So, yeah. You guys have a good day, night, afternoon, whatever time it is for you guys. And assuming Elden Ring comes tomorrow, we should be seeing you guys for some Elden Ring, baby. Looking forward to it. So hype. Alright. See ya.